I mean, I really had to, okay, I'm gonna fucking dive in this and I ain't gonna stop until I have this thing done. And that's what I did. And I start, excuse me. Yeah, I'm sure, because I forgot what I was saying. Fuck. Damn it. What is up, guys? This is Plaids and Jacks here, filming my first video for YouTube for you guys. And what is this channel all about? Well, I'm an audio engineer. I'm not a professional by any means. I really enjoy audio, the world of audio, and this channel is basically going to be audio stuff. I'll probably talk about some of my life experiences relating to audio, and some even maybe not. Just I'll. This is probably going to be like a sort of vlog, audio vlog thing. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. So what I'm gonna talk about today in this video, which you are watching right now, is I'm going to take you through my audio recording process. I think it's a great way for you guys to get to know me as an audio engineer, and yeah, hopefully you can even learn something from it. Or if you have any tips for me, that would be just amazing. So yeah, how do I own my mixing skills? Well, I don't really have a band. And why? I don't have a band because I'm not too great with other people, with working with other people. I mean, I love people. I love to be around people, around friends, around, everyone, but I just can't work with people. And there's a reason for that, which is I can't really have a really big problem with committing to stuff, to committing to whatever, really. I have tremendous difficulty in holding a job because of that. I have tremendous difficulty in, making an album, a solo album. I have tremendous difficulty doing it. And why is that? Because you really have to commit to do something like that. And I have a lot of trouble doing that. So, I started my solo project maybe, I don't know, maybe 7 years ago, I think. I'm not sure. Under the name Deprive. And it was sort of a depressive black metal thing. Well, I'm not depressed, so it kind of changed along the years. And now I'd say it's more like a, I don't know, atmospherical metal thing. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so that's what I used to hone my mixing skills. I really like making music, and I really like mixing and audio engineering, all that stuff. So I'm gonna take you through all my process of recording. I have one guitar, I have one bass, and I have no drums. So I have to do MIDI drums. I know a lot of you people probably are doing that because, I mean, you can see behind me, I don't have a lot of space. So I can't really have a set of drums here. So going back to my frustrations about commitment in life in general. I've started a lot of projects in the past that didn't really go anywhere. And for example, I had a an acoustic project. Only I even bought a 12-string guitar. It was a shitty 12-string, but still. So I started that project, and I did an album, an EP for. It was actually a sound school project, and I did get a somewhat nice grade for it. But I don't know. I wasn't really proud of it, and I'm not really proud of it because it kind of sucks because I didn't commit 100% to it. It's like I could do so much more, and everyone who has trouble committing is has the same problem. We could do so much more, but we don't because we don't commit. That's the problem. So aside from that, I tried to start a radio thingy, but I don't know. I didn't really commit, and I got bored of it, and that kind of stopped. It was gonna be named. I really like the name actually. I named it Storm Ruler Radio. It rolls off the tongue really well, and yeah, I'm kind of upset with myself that I didn't go ahead with that, but that's life. Okay, onto some business, right? Onto some music creating processes. Well, let me start by saying I don't really have a set process. I'm more of a DIY, home studio guy. So, uh, I still don't have a fixed way of doing things. I've read a couple books, namely I really like that book. The what's the name of that? Well, I don't remember, but it was a good book that basically teaches you a good method on where to start on mixing guitars and drums and bass and all of that for different styles also, like metal, pop, you know. So how do I start really? The way I start recording things usually is I grab my guitar. This is after the process of composing, which for me is really hard too, but I'll get there in a second. So after composing all my stuff, I grab my guitar, I plug it into my audio interface, which by the way is Focusrite Scarlett 18i20, second generation. And I just jam my songs a couple times so that I can get the feeling right, and then I just record. I know I should, but I don't really use mics. I DI everything, and for two reasons. One of that reason is that I don't have really good amps. I mean, I have a big ass Fender amp, FM 212R, which is actually my brother's, not mine. And I have a little Fender Frontman, which kind of sucks. I don't have really that great of an equipment. So, I just use what I have, really. I use what I have and what I can afford. Because, I mean, you have to learn to use any means you can to reach a further goal, if that makes any sense. So, in that sense, I have one mic, which I'm using to record the audio for this video right now. Have one guitar. Actually, I have two, but it's a Squier, Fender Squier Stratocaster. And then I have a BC Rich Virgo Vintage Celtic, I think that's the name. I have a Behringer bass, yeah, and I use Superior Drummer to record my MIDI drums. So anyway, you don't need a lot of stuff. That's where I'm getting at. Also, I have a pair of near field monitors. They're PreSonus Aries E5. I really like those monitors actually. A lot of people say they're entry level monitors. They don't reproduce the bass because the woofer is small. Well, yeah, I guess that could be an argument, but come on, man. I don't have like $700 to waste. I mean, it's not a waste, but on a couple of speakers, I spent $300 for both, and that was a pretty big investment to me. So, you do what you can. What else? My microphone is just a simple condenser microphone. It's Super Lux. I think this is Thoman's, the online store Thoman. I think this is their brand. I think, but I mean it's not that bad. It's not a bad condenser microphone. I really like it actually. As I was saying, I record my guitars, then I make create my MIDI drums, and then I record my bass. So that's kind of the process I go to. I usually use 2 guitar tracks, I double track my guitars because it has a really good fullness to the sound, and because I do such atmospherical stuff, you need some fullness. You need to because I don't use voice. I have no lyrics to my songs, so it's just instrumental. It's one guitar, two bass, and drums, and nothing else. Maybe one synth, but I don't really use that anymore. I used to. So what can I say about this? It's like you record your stuff, and it's done. It's done really. You do your gain staging. Say if everything's nicely recorded, you'll save yourself a lot of time when mixing. So, and the thing is, the thing that I struggle with the most, it's like, it's horrible for me. I hate to compose music. It's not that I hate to compose music, but it's really hard for me because, as I said, I have trouble committing to stuff, and in order to compose an album, you have to commit to that same thing, to that same set of ideas for a period of time. And I have a lot of trouble doing that. So, you know, my last Deprive album, which it wasn't really a full length, it was more of an EP because it only have 3 songs. It's like, I don't know, 15 minutes long, the whole EP. I did that album, that all those songs in like 2 days, I think. 2 days or 2 or 3 days. I'm not really sure, but because it's the only way I can really stay in the zone, in the same zone for a specific thing. So I mean, I really had to. Okay, I'm gonna fucking dive in this, and I ain't gonna stop until I have this thing done. And that's what I did. I almost didn't eat. I didn't do anything. I didn't go out with my friends. I didn't do anything for those 2 or 3 days because I knew if I stopped doing that, recording and thinking about that, I wouldn't be able to finish it. Or what would happen would be that I would, you know, make a song and then make another song, you know, a month from then, and the album wouldn't really be an album. It would be a collection of different songs that don't really have any relation to each other. And so I really struggle with that, with composing, because no, I never had composing, you know, classes or instruction or anything like that. I just, you know, I just go with it. I grab my guitar and I start, you know, excuse me. Yeah, I'm sure, I know. My cat's just looking out at the street. But yeah, I really struggle with this because I forgot what I was saying. Fuck. Damn it. This video is already, you know, 15 minutes long. I'll probably wrap this up here. Just, you know, I'll just make a little small review of this stuff so you guys can take a few pointers home. You know, everyone gets frustrated sometimes about stuff. I mean, I get frustrated about commitments in my life and in general, really. Music projects, other projects that I never finished or that I didn't even start. I struggle a lot with creating art, with creating my music, and you know, that's completely normal, man. If you feel that, don't stress out because it's normal. I think everyone at some point of their life, everyone feels that. That it's like an imposter syndrome. You don't think you're good enough, but you are. You just have to keep on grinding. That's the thing. It's a grind. You have to grind it every step of the way. You really have to. There's like no. Everyone's looking for a quick and easy fix, but there isn't one. I mean, some people are lucky enough for that to happen to them, but most people have to accept that that's probably not going to happen to them. If it does, awesome, but it probably isn't gonna. So, yeah. Also, equipment. You don't need a lot of equipment. As I said, I don't have a lot of equipment. I have speakers, one guitar, one bass, one audio interface, and one microphone. I don't have a lot of stuff. So, and you don't need a lot of stuff. I mean, nowadays you have like the best plugins. You don't need to have, a high-end mixer or an outboard compressor that's like from the 1980s. Ooh, you don't need any of that. I mean, they're so the plug-in emulations of outboard stuff today is awesome. You can't even tell the difference. You can't. I mean, I know there are a lot of elitist guys that say, "Oh no, the outboard stuff is always going to be best," but fuck, it's not. It's the same. You can't hear the difference. So, and if you can, the people that are gonna listen to your song, they don't. And if they do, they don't give a fuck. They want to listen to your music, you know, not play some trivia game and try to find out what you used. So, yeah, that's basically it. Don't stress out about uh, not being able to do stuff. Don't stress out about not having a lot of equipment. Just do stuff and try to, you know, just grind it. Grind it, and someday, eventually, you'll get there. You will. I will too. And that's the way you just gotta think about this. Just do what you like, and eventually something good's gonna happen. So, yeah, guys, that was, me, Plaid Guy. Did I just call myself the Plaid Guy? Yeah, that could be a thing, I guess. I wear plaid. So, yeah, like this video if you enjoyed it, and if and if it was entertaining, or if it just floats your boat. I don't know. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I kind of care. Please like my video. And subscribe. I'm gonna try to release at least a video per week. I still don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna count on you guys to keep me accountable to this this channel, because I don't know, I need to commit to something in my life right now, and I think that putting this out there in the world into YouTube, I think is gonna help. So I hope you guys at least get inspired or something by what I'm trying to do, and do the same, man. Just go after what you want to do. I wouldn't even call it dreams, because that has the connotation behind the world, behind the phrase "follow your dreams" is too strong, and it kind of scares people away. It scares me away. So, I just like to say, yeah, I'm gonna do stuff that I like to do. That's just it. So yeah, guys, like and subscribe. If you have any comments on what I have to do best, what I did good, what I didn't do good, just let me know. I'll reply to any comment. Even trolls. Come on, give me all you got. I don't care about you fucking trolls. So, Plaid Guy signing off. Have a good one.